progressing with the place, but other than that, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely a few construction issues, but nothing that's, you
Construction issues. Tell me about it.
know, nothing that I don't think can be solved, you know. I
Hmm.
feel
Why
like
is
I
there
feel like
flies in the trash back? What the fuck?
what is that what?
There's flies.
When was the last time this place was open, Reggie?
Mate, the
Oh,
place hasn't been
fucking
open
hell.
for 2
Who
years. What do you
runs?
mean?
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
run this place, Daphne?
Well, listen, the last time this place was open, it was for an event that I threw that had the place packed actually, but funny enough, I never threw an event since because I didn't have access to the bar, so I didn't want to half-ass
Why the
events
fuck do you not
anymore
have
and
access to the
just use
bar?
cloud. We okay, all right. Let me back it up.
Not too
So,
much now.
my name is Daphne Malone. I am the head marketing executive at Wu Chang Records. Have been for a while now, and Wu Chang has owned the soundboard over there for almost a year.
Oh, the mixing table. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So uh, part of that move was made so that I would be able to start opening this place up again and start doing events and use it for our artists and things like that, right? But I
Well,
was
chat,
only given
shut
the
the
keys
fuck
and
up,
I was
chat.
never given access to the bar. So when I threw my event, while it was very successful, it was a premiere for one of our artists' songs. I once again never opened up the doors again because I didn't have a full staff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a half-assed thrown event where it's just like, yeah, it's just the building and with the dance floor, and you guys can't order any drinks or food though. You know what I mean?
Right. That's yeah. No, that doesn't make it very interesting to do something here.
Who actually owns it? Did you ever have like a conversation with them and bring
It's
it up? They can kind of push it forward, or
it's like two
Well,
people that owns it, right? Or three or something.
yeah. Well, that's what I've been trying to do for a year, actually.
mm, okay.
Literally, I've been trying to open this place back up for a year. Um, so currently the owners are, as I'm sure Michael, you know,
Hmm.
Isabella, Thomas Dwayne, and Bunny. So I was in talks with Bunny for about, God, I want to say 6 months now, about buying her shares, and with the amount that her shares were, I could open the place back up, get it on its feet. Um, those sales never went through because no tea, no shade, but I was ghosted several times. I was given contracts, I edited contracts, we went back and forth. I was scheduled meetings where I would wake up and they never happened. Things like
Hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? Real annoying shit.
Yeah.
But but now the deal is going through in a better way, honestly, than anything I've been trying to do.
What's the deal?
Wait, you don't know the deal? Have you talked to Nick?
No, no. I'm just wondering what is the deal that she knows of?
Well, I know of everything, right?
Which
So
I would
is?
cur-
assume.
so well, Michael, when's the last time you talked to the pitches people, or Rod, or Isabella, or whatever?
I think I talked to Rod yesterday. I don't. 2 days ago, maybe. Let me check.
That's fine. You can still tell us what you assume is the deal.
I think I talked to him like 2 days ago. That's when I was with Rod and with Sean.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So the last conversation I had was yesterday, maybe about, you know 24 hours ago, a little more. But basically, when these deals first started on Saturday, I was supposed to be 50% owner, and Pitchers was supposed to be 50% owner. Then one of my investors went and did some fuck shit without me knowing about it when I wasn't awake, and they thought that that was a representation of me. So they thought that they didn't want to include me in the deal
One
anymore.
sec.
Okay.
And then I guess that's when they went to you
Yes.
to see if you would take the other 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we had that meeting and even if that wasn't a misunderstanding, they already wanted to keep me involved. But the misunderstanding was cleared up, and we kind of agreed on in the entire room with me, Rod, the pictures people, and Isabella that I would be no longer a co-owner, but in line for the CEO position, and that I would help run the club, and that I would continue doing exactly what I wanted to do, which is get the place off the ground and make some, make something happen in the city. But ultimately, it would be you, Michael. I guess this is once again just what I'm hearing on my end.
Mm.
That it would be you in partnership with them, and I would be helping run the company as a CEO.
Yeah, sounds about right. Like CEO part, I haven't heard, but I'm assuming that's if the pictures said that, then like we talked to Rod, they
Is
brought it up that you.
that a must?
Well, it doesn't matter who the CEO is. If we own 50% and pictures own 50%, right? We're still the owners of the place. I know you want to be able to hire and fire people. That's your thing.
Mhm.
You can still do that. Just don't fucking run the place into the ground.
Of course, never.
No, the general idea was when I talked to them that you had a genuine interest in the place, and we didn't want to just remove you completely from the equation.
Mhm.
I don't have an issue with it, like having you around and doing your things. I don't think Nick is gonna have an issue either. So I don't see why not.
Frankly, I think
And I
you're
told him-
perfect.
Oh, thank you. You haven't even heard my business plan or anything. I appreciate all your faith.
So, but the idea and why we're even interested in this place is just to have everything kind of up and running again, especially around this area, and especially
Yeah.
around these hours. Obviously, you're around
Oh boy, what
different
happened?
times.
Hmm.
That means we will have to take care of this like these hours, Benji.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I? Do you mind if I just talk to Reggie and Michael? It's just the private conversation, Daphne, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, no worries.
Thank you. Okay.
What?
I think I'm a little bit confused here. Okay. Who will own the
Right.
business?
We own 50%, as in Nick and I,
Michael and Nick.
Okay.
and the other 50% is the pictures.
Okay. So far, I'm confused as well. With what do you guys have like a vision for what goes on here, or are you just enabling me/Seaside plus yourselves?
We're just enabling. We're just giving people an opportunity to do something with something that hasn't been used for anything.
Okay.
It might work, it might not work. It's just an investment. If it doesn't work, then so be it. But
Okay, this is perfect. Now, the reason I was talking to Reggie about, are you using Danish kroner or you're actually using?
I cleared it up. Is good.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just, if that's something that we can purchase with the Simone funds, I think that's even fucking better. At least the Seaside funds don't go down. We get a stake into something through you guys. Then boom.
Something you could always also do, Michael, and it's completely up to yourself, is a potential of getting Shano to be an investor to help, so you don't drain your
I'll be
guys'
honest with
accounts
you.
and stuff.
I'll be honest with you. We need to actually do this Trident Capital bullshit, bro.
I know we do. I've been saying this.
I'm not
I need someone to
joking.
draw up. Why are
Yeah.
you saying Trident Capital when you told me you wanted to change OOC's name to Trident Capital?
Yeah, that would become the Trident Capital company.
No, you can't just use the gas company to do that. It needs to be its own company that doesn't actually own anything.
Can you make it?
Holy fuck.
Can you make it?
I swear to God, I'm going to stop you from making any business.
Can
this
you
year.
make it?
I can get someone to do it. Anyway.
Thank you.
So
What?
the
How
thought
was?
of
Why was that
too,
so
Michael,
hard? Why was that so hard?
Anyway, the Michael, you could also look at Shano as an investor if Shano wanted to come in on something like this and then like him drop $1 million into it or something.
He's part of Trident Capital.
Trident Capital's not a thing, so you can't do that. I've already drawn up the contract for this place.
Then redo the contract.
It can't because it's not a business yet.
Then make the business in a day.
I need someone to do the business proposal, dummy.
You could do it in a day. Why couldn't you?
Because I
Because
have
it's
a lot
not
of
on
other
him.
things on my plates.
Listen, you take care of Nexus, you take care of Trident Capital, bing, bang, boom. Insane, huge business opportunities, meetings up the wazoo. Genius. Reggie might back at it again. No more lawyer, now business mogul. If you really want somebody
you
else
don't
to
need
do
to sell it to me. I can do this shit. It's just you
Okay.
can't expect me to click my fingers and have shit done.
This is what's happening right now, okay? Trident Capital is myself, Shano, Michael Simone, Nicolas Simone. Michael Simone is forced, by the way. Because, bro, frankly, I want you in every business that I do. And Nicolas Simone. And then Carl Johnny Black. And then Reggie Mike. Okay? That is Trident Capital. Trident Capital then invest in everything and anything. To me, it doesn't really matter who holds the names or whatever, whoever is most appropriate. We vote on everything together. We have meetings constantly, do everything together, decide on shit. It's a whole ass shit show that we want to be in. Boom. But we gotta get it done like ASAP. I don't even know how the fuck we're gonna work it out. We need to have.
I'll leave that to me. I can handle that.
Okay.
Talking about it anymore is a little bit redundant until I get a business proposal made. But
Okay.
more important that's on hand is, Michael, what about the investment shit, like getting Shano in this as well?
I don't mind. I don't know if it's going to be more confusing in terms of
Contract wise, on paper, it would still be yourself, Nick, and Pitches, whoever from Pitches, the
if
representative.
that's the
of that,
case,
right?
then we can. I'm fine with it.
But that way, it can help recover a little bit from yourself and Nick. To put a little bit more seaside in there and give Shano. I feel like Shano, correct me if I'm wrong, you'd fucking love to make this place pop too.
Oh, 100%.
I can see you fucking
how I could do it.
dancing there with your fucking in your fucking undies on the dance floor, yelling and screaming.
Oh, mate, put an event on. I'll get fucking the whole city. You see what I did with Dave? I did a fucking shop opening, and 3 hours before that, we decided to do a party. Majority of the city was there on the pier hanging out. Easy done. Get the
I
drift
figured
cars out the
you'd
front,
probably
fucking
enjoy doing
good time.
something with this as well. And
Oh yeah, it's right around the
For
corner too, down the road.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh,
easy
you don't know
between
the
everything we're
plan.
doing.
you don't know the plan, Shano. You ready for this? So
Hayes gets moved. Oh, sorry.
no,
was
Hayes stays where it is. Hayes stays exactly where it is. You
What
ready?
the fuck do you mean?
Hayes?
We're moving Hayes.
Nah, fuck that. Right? Listen, Hayes,
Oh god.
Bahama
my fucking
Mamas,
God.
and then
KJ, what's up?
all in a line together.
Where are you?
This promenade
We're having a meeting.
wants
Trident
to make it
Capital.
the Rainbow Road.
Oh,
Right?
Can I bring
So
I was
they-
a part of
back,
the
or-
Trident Capital.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll wait till we finish
Catch
talking
up.
about
You're
this.
too slow. We're
Hey,
Bahama Mamas.
Shut the
Come here.
fuck up!
I'm too slow.
So
I need
we
to get
walk
invited
down- you
before
go
I can be
down to
too
the Rainbow
slow.
Road,
Insert
right?
yourself.
they
Don't
have
wait.
All the storefronts.
We're in,
I'm gonna
Bahama
fucking
Mamas.
lose my fucking
Oh,
shit,
man,
cunt.
you
Right, they have
Sorry,
all the
what'd you say, Reggie?
storefronts there. In the promenade, they're going to move all the storefronts there. Pictures is going to get everyone that's associated with them and all that kind of stuff to start filling all those storefronts. So everything from Hayes to Burger Shot is going to have all the storefronts down that promenade. And you've got Bahama Mamas in the middle. Going to bring so much business to this area. But moving Hayes would actually end up being a bad idea. Because then we're going to have literally everything covered here. Other than a hospital.
It's what people wants to do. I feel like it's a good idea to have like literally this entire area just pop
It's
off.
going to be a whole hub. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
open
If
the
that's
door.
actually the
Says
plan,
me.
and what's
is-
actually
hold
going to
on.
be able to be possible and happen,
I'll get Daphne to open the door.
then I agree.
Daphne, can you mind opening the door for KJ? He's outside.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you.
We can always sit down and talk to pitchers, Shano, if you want to be more involved with them as well. if you want to hear their side of things, because obviously Rainbow Road is going to be kind of their thing, but the general idea is for everyone to kind of have this entire area come together.
Yeah, and it'll be fucking great if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, having 3 businesses on practically the same fucking road
Yeah,
is actually
Okay.
pretty insane.
yeah.
And it's 3 different businesses as well. Like,
Did-
Yeah,
two of them
exactly.
are a necessity. and
Being
they
being
kind of-
down there with the gas station would be sick, but I feel like we already are in a really good spot, particularly with like the Mandem spot across the road too. A lot of people go there, Gold Rush, blah blah blah. A lot of people drive fucking past and shit. Like we genuinely are in a good spot. I just got so fucking bored of it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if there's
with this,
everything
it's
else
gonna
is
make it even
finally
better,
happening
right?
around it,
Yeah.
then the reason Hayes used to be so fucking insane was because of the pier, and then that kind of got shut down. So then Hayes kind of just went, it's out of the way a little bit. Whereas if this is here now, it's gonna be kind of back closer to a lot more things again.
What are you talking about, Joey?
The idea is to have this as a hub. So we've got
Okay.
food down the bottom, car
Pause.
repairs at the top,
Pause for a second.
party here.
Pause for a second. Okay. What do you think we're doing here, Reggie?
What do you mean?
What do you think we're doing with like all these businesses?
Explain what you're trying to allude to. I
I'm
already know what we're doing is
I'm alluding to
to
the
try and
fact
capital.
I'm alluding to the fact that we actually, guys, all right, just to set things straight here, okay? We need to get everything straight before everything gets skewed into a Simone business. Okay? So, from Burger Shot to Bahama Mamas, okay? I have already asked, and when I requested Nick to talk to anybody to negotiate anything, that it was to be for Seaside. Okay? And what I mean by that is we need to set the facts straight that in these Seaside related businesses, it doesn't matter who owns it, through Trident or through Michael or through whatever, there needs to be that element of understanding that like, for example, that, if you're a council member of Seaside, that equates to a certain position if you so ask for it in the different shops, unless we disagree to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody's losing the touch of it so far, because frankly, I don't know who the fuck agreed to Nick and Mick signing a contract without none of other Seaside members knowing about it. Because I'm
it
giving
was
the
never brought up to
no,
Seaside.
exactly. When Seaside is the one who brought up the topic, aka me, to obtain the place. You wouldn't
This wasn't a part of that at all.
It was. The reason
No.
Nick even asked about this place when he got what do you call this? When he was approached, was when I asked him about it. Because Edgar wanted to have a business.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
true. I was there when that happened.
Exactly. I am the one who approached for both. You guys might
Did
have
you approach Rod though?
No, that's not my point. The point is, Nick only considered any of this because he knows that I want it to be a part of Seaside. And I don't care. This is the thing, right? I fully understand that Nick's connections, the way he's approached the business stuff, has allowed us to gain these places, right? But I'm saying, like, it initially has started as something for Seaside. And we need to make sure that there's an element of that. Otherwise, this is going to be a Nick and Mick thing. And then when there's too many Seaside around, you guys are going to say it's too gangbangy or too gang related, and then you change your mind. You get what I'm saying? Because if this is a Nick and Mick business, like Burger Shot as well, if it's not going to be for Seaside, I'm just going to tell everybody to leave because they're going to have expectations that are unreasonable, right?
No.
No, I'm just saying, like, all of this, Michael, is my dream for us to create that legal hub of Seaside, which also generates income. So that we become more powerful, not just through slinging drugs and, killing people. I just want that to be, like, clear.
I do
today.
understand Benji's worry here. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're worried more that shit goes down the line, and Seaside's president feels too strong for yourself and Nick, so you tell us to back off a little bit, and then it just becomes you
Yeah,
guys.
give me
The only
I get what he means. Give me a second. She said she was about to leave anyways. I don't want to keep her here.
my only thing though is like,
I don't know.
how do we avoid that? And
Yeah,
I get you can say by
that's what I
putting the
mean.
Trident Capital
Yeah,
purchases it, but
that's
you
why the
still need to have a
money.
name that's on that.
It doesn't matter. That's why the name. Okay, so this is what Nick always says. Okay, he understands that a part of it is ego, a part of it is keeping it seaside. Right? I will always be seaside, but the problem is, not every business will be suitable for me to be the owner of it, and I am completely aware of that. But that's why we have the council, right? There are people within the council that I feel like can be relied on. For example, if this place were under KJ, no problem for me. If Burger Shot was under Nick, no problem for me. It's just that we need to make it clear that if somebody goes haywire, Seaside doesn't lose that fucking business. You get me?
Yeah.
Because to me, the council should be all encompassing power. So, for example, Reggie, you don't give a fuck about Bahama Mamas and Burger Shot right now, right? Technically, you're busy with Nexus. But because it's a Seaside business, Reggie, council member of Seaside, can just be a manager here day one if he wants to be. You don't need to explain to anybody anything because it's a Seaside fucking business. You get me? That's how I want it to be. And any member of Seaside, they want to work here, full-time staff, done. No questions asked. That's what I want it to be. It's just... that might not be clear to Nick and Mick because if this becomes a playground for the Samoan Playboys, then fuck, there's no point. Then it's going to be like everything else they run.
Well, I think that I can talk for Michael. I think Michael understands that. Can't really talk about Nick because I haven't really spent enough time with him. Michael understands that. You can see that with him letting me do the whole have free reign of Nexus. I get that.
The problem that Nick is down for it. Somebody just needs to make sure that the paperwork is eloquent enough to cover every aspect here.
I think the main way that we get around that is that Trident Capital owns 50%, not Michael and
Exactly.
but we need
Because
that business to be
guys,
part
you
of
have to
that.
understand something, okay? Ultimately, Trident Capital is supposed to be our fucking Cerberus. You get it? It's the thing it's the thing that we meet up for every fucking day if we have to. It's the thing that is our shitstorm and our saving grace at the same time. It cannot be Mick and Nick fucking fiesta. It just doesn't work because if they start running with it, you know that they are connected to 20,000 different people. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't trust them. It's just I know how they are.
Yeah.
I know Michael completely. Today, if he owns 50% of Bahama Mamas, tomorrow his 3 girlfriends could be the CEOs. And then I will tell him, fire them, and then he'll get mad at me. No, he will listen to
Isn't
me.
that girl over there, CEO over here.
Yeah, exactly. He will get mad at me, but he'll listen to me. Then I'll say Seaside, then he'll get annoyed. I'm not even joking. And it's not a slight towards Michael. I'm just saying, if he sees, oh, I'm boss here, okay, I become boss. Done. That's why it needs to be clear that it's all a discussion. You know what I mean? And right now he thinks, okay, all that Benji wants is hiring, firing power. Let him go crazy, and he won't complain. So that's why in Burger Shot, Nick did the same thing, and he thinks he can just make me a manager here and I'll be quiet. But that's not the issue. The issue is we need to create a sense of status here and power for Seaside. You know what I mean? That's legitimately what it is, bro. That's why, like, for example, any of the discussions, bro, I literally told Nick I want Bahama Mamas. And why did I say that? It wasn't even for Seaside to begin with. It was for fucking Edgar. And I still want Edgar to be a part of this whole thing. But look,
fucking pet project. Huh?
Yeah, no, I know, but look at what happened. I said I wanted this place for Seaside. Somehow Nick and Mick come up with a deal done. And Nick is the only one who's conscious of asking me what's going on. And I don't worry. All I'm saying is that we just need to remind each other that this is what's going on. And Reggie, you're going to be a part of all those meetings. You need to remember that, okay? Fucking cooked, man. Like, if I didn't say this today, it would just be like 20 different Simone businesses.
All right, Michael.
Yes.
Thoughts on instead of having yourself and Nick on the paperwork that it's going to be Trident Capital? You have an issue with it?
Yes.
Why?
Well, first of all, you need to fucking convince the people that approached us. That's why I'm trying to tell you. This isn't about a Seaside and Nick and Mick thing. They approached. I think Rod talked to me first, and then also to Nick.
Rod talked to me too earlier. He asked me if I was okay with it.
Well, maybe we should talk to them before we make any changes.
Let's
Because
do it.
if they, I don't know what they want specifically. If they approached us for a reason, I think as far as I remember, Rod said that we were making business moves, and that's why they thought we would be interested.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to change the narrative. Is that Trident Capital is making business moves?
Right. Is Trident Capital operative? Is that up
No,
and
it's
running?
good.
No,
It's going
not
to be.
yet.
Reggie's going to set it up. And the only way that we make it fair is, I feel like we got to put in our own money inside it too when we buy stuff.
No, I put every business I'm involved in. If that's the case, everything I own is like for Seaside anyway. So
Well, I think what Benji's saying is if instead of asking just Michael and Nick to put up the 5 mil, is that everyone gets involved as Trident Capital and puts it all in as investment money, and then Trident Capital uses that funds. That way, it's not going to be say for example, Shano says, "Well, I put in 3 mil for it. Fuck you guys."
Yeah, and I think the thing is that is where we get the room to like move a little bit, right? So we didn't try to capital. If there's some money moves being made, let's say for example, we don't have enough cash to make a purchase, and then Michael's putting in most of the money. That's where we have to understand that he should be making a little bit more of the decisions when it comes to that side of things, So let's say, for example, come to Bahama Mamas. On paper, it's Trident Capital, but Michael should have the last say. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like we need to somehow set that up within our system. Does that make sense, Reggie? Because you're the one who will make sense out of all of this.
I don't think how that'll work. But so essentially, inside Trident Capital, this is not for the business proposal. This is just spitballing, right? Is say for example, something comes up with ecstasy, right? And Shano is the essential mediator for ecstasy, yeah? Not Shano, fucking KJ.
KJ's actual mediator. Yeah.
KJ's the mediator for that. So then Michael and Nick would be the mediator for this. Shano is the mediator for Hayes because obviously he owns it. Is that how we're wanting to do it?
Correct. Yes.
People have their own things like.
So just essentially,
who they're mediating for.
So essentially, okay. If let's say if this was a voting thing, okay, the mediator of each business has double the votings. You get what I'm saying? If we had to do something, so in Trident Capital, ideally, okay, Hayes is under Trident Capital. Overboost under Trident Capital, XTC under Trident Capital, Burger Shot Shares under Trident Capital, Bahama Mamas under Trident Capital. You know what I'm saying?
The gas station.
I would just make sure that I keep Nexus out of it because it's a.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I got you.
I don't want PD being like, "Oh, that's a Seaside,"
and that's what I mean. Like even let's say for example, Reggie, it needs to be safe for the companies as well. Like for example, if I am the owner of Trident Capital, it shouldn't be like I can just close down a business if I wish to do so. The mediator must agree. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like that. It just makes sense of it all. That's the main thing. Because even though I want to have power, I need it. It needs to be a fair system for all the companies that are involved, right? Because otherwise, it's just gonna go to shit, and nobody's gonna trust the company. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right?
I feel like with all of us involved, and we keep lines of communication open, I don't see there being any massive issues. You know what I mean? Like we all have one goal, right? To bring Seaside up. And if we set it up as more of a board in terms of like, if I want to make some decisions with Hayes, obviously I've got Davo there that helps me out with a lot of stuff, but I would still come to you guys, right? And if I want to do some stuff with Overboost, if you guys want to make some changes or make some drastic decisions with the gas station or any of these other businesses, just bring it up with everyone else. We all kind of have our thoughts and ideas around all those types of things as well. I feel like just keeping it as simple as possible across the board would make it easy. I don't know, in my mind anyway.
Yeah. I think like businesses need to be able to evolve without like the overheads always looking over your shoulder, per se. It's more about giving the information that something happens. Then again,
Yeah,
like for
100%.
investment in new businesses, isn't that
What about 10th venture theory? Is this
process
what
as
it
well?
Yeah,
Or
all
am I
of us.
mistaken here?
I really doubt we don't fight each
Well,
other in every
the
decision.
businesses will still run separately, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
if I need to make some shit going on at Hayes, like I'll get it done because it's
Yeah.
my business. But
Yeah.
if there's anything extra, I'll just keep some updates. Keep everyone kind of involved with what's going on, just in case something happens and it does affect everybody else.
Yeah.
Something with the cops or something with whatever. It's keeping everyone informed. Especially if there's
Ultimately,
like kind of no
the
investments
whole
involved,
and
but-
when we have a Trident Capital meeting, right? It's essentially where every issue for each company is brought up, and we help each other through the companies that we mediate as well. So, for example, right? Let's say, like Dragon today, he had an idea, right? Oh, I want to come up with like a discount coupon for all the companies that we have working. That's the kind of thing you'd bring up during a meeting, and everybody says yes or no. So it's clear cut, right? What's gonna happen? And let's say, for example, Shano comes up with a problem. No, whoever ends up owning shares in Burger Shot comes up with a question. Oh, we don't have enough events going on for Burger Shot. It's a little bit quiet at this time. KJ says, oh, XTC can fill that void, no problem. Or Shano will say, oh yeah, we can get some drift cars over there, create some vibes, actually illegal drifting outside the Burger Shot. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. It's just to bring everything together. Everybody's thoughts are aligned. You're part of a bigger entity that just makes you bigger, right? And at the same time, the benefit of that is that we create a business organization that actually builds up its name, and then people look at it and they'll be like, okay, wow, these guys manage this, and that. What's going to stop us from doing more?
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to kick back some of the money from some of the companies as well back into the investment bank account for that. And then a new idea comes up that we want to invest in to start it and help kick it off the ground, utilizing that fund, and it falls straight underneath the Trident Capital sunshade. I'm not going to call it an umbrella. It's a sunshade.
Absolutely. Trust me, boys, okay? Like, we've all seen everything. This is the step that we need to take. This is the step that we need to take. And then suddenly, everything that we do will be together. You know what I mean? It will all make sense, and it will all be a part of something bigger that everybody has to care about. Instead of, like, for example, right? Shano, don't you feel like you alone sometimes when it comes to overboost problems?
Oh, 100%.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. These are the people that you will end up relying on each other, and it becomes a daily thing where it's just nonstop, action, meetings, problems, solutions, boom, 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 done. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Michael,
We
you've
can
been
share it
quiet.
down the line too. Like I've obviously got Yuki and a few others there that are obviously helping out with Burger Shot right now, and that's the whole point. Got to move
Yuki.
people around. Yeah, 100%. Fuck Yuki too, but she gets shit done for us, which is good.
No, she doesn't.
Then I'm
I
not-
asked her to do a fucking business proposal. I still haven't got it yet.
Right,
I
so
wanted her to
She's
run
a
a business.
okay, I
She's a
have
fucking
something for you.
moron, but she does help out.
Wow, that's rough. People just said she's a moron.
What?
What the fuck?
I'd say it to her face, so I don't care.
All right, so
It's
like
just for
when
all
you're
of us.
talking about business proposals, and this is a person I think we need to work closer with, and this is why I went 50-50 into this company. It's called Science Strategy Marketing. Basically, it's with Winter. this is a way of getting in touch with like new companies coming up, and like if you need business proposals or whatever, to be
There's not
running
enough
out.
fucking pictures.
Fucking pictures. What do you
Did
mean?
you talk to me? Did you say something?
I'm not gonna read 7 pages of shit without pictures.
What? What are you
The
talking
fuck?
about?
I don't pictures. You don't need pictures.
What pictures?
I do.
Where?
There's no pictures.
What's going on?
Take a look. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Can you open that?
It's a document.
What is
It's
this?
a
I
business
did.
proposal.
It's 2 documents. One document is for the business proposal that is already submitted.
What the fuck
The
is
other
this?
document is more about prices. This is Siren strategy and marketing.
There's not enough pictures. There's 2.
Oh man, this guy. So the second one there is more about. You'll understand when you read it.
That's done really well. I'm not gonna lie. I've done my fair share of winning proposals over the years. You know what I mean? So
You're done.
you know,
What the fuck is
Telling
this?
one person that we need to hire into the capital is Winter and utilize what she can do.
I mean, why would we need to hire her into it when we just have this underneath the sunshade for it anyway?
Bro, that's no problem. Not everybody. The council is legitimately who the fuck I say it's gonna be, and then we vote them in slowly. That's it. We're starting off the people that I mentioned earlier, plus Winter's business. I'm already fucking CTO in that shit anyway.
What business?
Speed run. I'm forcing my way in there.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking
Like-
about this can be a good way of seeing new businesses coming up, who needs help, in the beginning. It can be a way for us as well to invest in those businesses.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'd still have this part of Trident Capital. We don't need to hire Winter into Trident Capital.
Yeah. No,
And then just direct everything through doing this, which is
Yeah.
the same anyway.
basically the same thing. But at the same time, I feel like when it comes to Winter, like she's very resourceful.
It doesn't matter.
and
Like
she,
for winter,
no.
for winter, like stuff like this to do documentation, advertising, and whatnot. Bro, all we got to do is set up a contract with them, and we just stay with them all the way. That's it.
yeah, but I own 50% of the company here. So 50% will be Trident Capital anyways.
Literally what Reggie just said.
Yeah.
has anyone got any food?
What the fuck?
Yes.
I gotcha.
I don't know what KJ says the
Okay,
same
you got
shit
it?
everybody's saying, bro. Like, what the fuck is
got it,
going
I got
on, bro?
I got it. Have some onion rings. Enjoy.
What the fuck,
Jeez,
bro?
man.
Am I cooked? He's saying the same shit we just said.
These are fucking cold.
What do you mean?
How dare you?
You
hell,
fucking
who's running
enjoy
this
them.
fuck-
Don't fucking
who's
say that
running
in
this fucking
public,
that I
bro.
business
feed
down the
you?
road here? Who's running this fucking shit down the road here?
What the fuck? An actual app.
All right. Well, we've had our first blood out of
Oh.
Trident Capital already. This is great. Shano, just leave your money and walk.
I've already given you enough. Shut up.
Damn.
I still can't believe you didn't invest in Nexus. Didn't trust me enough.
You didn't fucking tell him what it was about. Why don't you ask him to invest now? We still
Fucking
need
dickhead.
investors.
He can't. He's
You
got a
guys need-
criminal record.
Oh, fuck me.
You can fucking invest in companies with criminal records.
Well,
No, not with what we want to do.
He doesn't. They're trying to disconnect, but Reggie's about to give up his bar license and go batshit crazy.
Honestly, I've got too much on my plate to deal with fucking law shit anyway.
Good. Oh man, I can't wait to have all the drugs in the world for free, man. Can I get like a? Do you have like a special
No.
package for drugs that I can try out
No.
every week?
No.
Like you know those tasters, those taste tests. Like just
No,
this
we don't have a sample pack of all the
sample-
medication that we
sample pack of meds.
No.
Fucking hell, that would be good. That would be delicious.
To a degree.
I feel like I came up with the. We should rename to Drugs Are Us.
Why?
I like that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm actually looking forward for this Trident Capital. Though I'm looking forward to have board meetings and fucking. I think this is gonna be great.
I got a couple of offices we can use. Yep, all good.
Well, we still have the billboard company office. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to follow Reed up where my fucking billboards are that I asked for 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, Reed. Yeah,
Fucking
where
Reed.
is Reed again? Fuck Reed.
Yeah. Where is Reed? Yeah, he owes me 100K.
He got back
Hey,
the
I
other day
hit
and
him
he
with
goes,
a bat yesterday.
"Oh yeah, I forgot."
This
It's been
cunt,
4 months.
You know what he was doing? He was selling fucking burner phones to police officers. This, like a guy,
This
a police
dude is
officer.
fucking crackhead,
Yeah,
bro.
a police officer came and
Jesus.
parked at Burger Shot. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And he's like, "Don't be afraid. You know, I'm against the rest of the cops. You know, they're all corrupted. All right, I'm here to
where's
meet,
my car?
meet
Oh,
Reed, you know, to buy a burner
was that
phone."
your car?
Yes, where is
He's
it?
got a Lux Rock.
It's at
100%.
what do you call this?
And he didn't
Bahama
even fucking
Mamas.
try to scam him. You know, he sold a burner phone for 50K.
Motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
Keep it there.
fucking
Stop
under half
stealing
of
my
what the
car.
market
It's
price
my
All
is.
right, all
car.
right. Sorry, but I didn't know it was yours. I needed a car desperately.
You see a yellow car
Wait,
right next to a
Oliver
lowrider. You
mentioned
don't think it's
fucking Wu-Tang
Vagos?
owning the Dexter
Then you're
or
not that
something?
stupid, okay?
What
I
does
know
that
you're not
do
that
to
The
stupid.
that
car
was
was
the-
literally
that was
called Jellyby. I thought it was just
Yeah?
some like,
The other point.
I think it was like some, some cute girl driving it around and she's, being like, being funny with the name of the plate. They expect it to be fucking Santi.
I mean, it is a cute girl's car. It's not my car, but it was on my dime, okay? It was, I was using it, okay? It's my car.
Wait. It's your girl's car?
No, it's my sister's car.
Who's your sister?
Her name is EK.
Who?
EK.
Okay, I got
What
you.
the hell the fuck? What does that even mean?
I will pick up my car, Benji. Leave it there.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alabama.
Even if not, we're covered with the contract. We can do what the fuck we want with it from there.
Oh, 100%.
They signed off saying that as the seller, they have the rights to everything inside this building, and then the buyer will assume rights to everything.
What the fuck you guys shit staring on Twitter, bro?
Oh, because yesterday Miguel was talking with Reggie and he was like, "You guys come to our turf and you guys are being dickheads about it." So we're saying we're reviving that turf one burger at a time, buddy.
What the fuck you guys just don't shoot them in the fucking head?
Because they should talk. We're gonna talk back, Benji.
All right. I'm just in a meeting on Bahama Mamas talking about Trident Capital, all right?
Yeah, no, I get it. Like you ain't gang because you could have been here. You know what I'm saying? With the whole
I
gang. like,
motherfucker,
celebrating
I
a good
am
day.
fucking gang, bro. The thing is the gang's big and we're doing well and we're trying to get more Draco. Fuck, man.
Whatever, fam. Whatever.
You fucking bro, listen. The reason everybody can move smoothly because everybody's taking care of something. You royal council over there, I know that's just being held down. I'm trying to make sure somebody's holding down goddamn Bahama Mamas, then somebody holding down fucking Hayes too. Damn, give me a
what
second.
you doing?
We're
Sorry.
We're trying to buy Bahama Mamas.
Oh yeah, that business that I like the idea, right? I like the idea, but I don't see Bahama Mamas popping off. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why we make other people pop it off, and there's gonna be
right,
multiple
you're right, buddy.
investing.
That's
Don't
right.
worry, bro. All it is. Have you heard what these motherfuckers are trying to do?
No.
So Bahama. Okay, don't tell anybody. Okay, just.
Oh yeah, the Rainbow Road.
Yeah, the Rainbow Road. These motherfuckers actually
Yeah.
pushing for it. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's good. It's good. I know
Exactly. Well, we're part of it. The only problem with this place is that it's about who utilizes it. Because did you know that there's a mixing table in here?
A mixing table. We can mix drugs and shit in, or what?
No, bro. Fucking music, man. It's where people fucking record
Really?
shit. Yeah. But nobody uses this place because no artists were connected. So we tried to
Well, then
kill it.
get KJ in there.
That's
with
why
the
we're
XTC.
doing this.
You
Fuck.
can like, definitely get Molly in there then 100%.
That's what we're trying to fucking do. And did you know this place has a goddamn ticketing system as well? So not every cunt has to be in Burger Shot trying to earn a fucking living. They can come
They
here
got
too.
a ticket system in there. Get XT. What are you doing?
Fuck you, Draco.
That ass. Like, what are you doing?
Fuck
Why
you,
is it not
Draco.
already done?
Goddamn. I'm hanging up. Oh, fuck me, Dad. Fuck
Or
off.
just
Fuck
Try
off.
to own heart. Yeah, I get what you're
Holy
saying.
stress.
I'm
Like,
not
yeah,
too fussed
no,
about
I
it.
just like
Holy
part of it all, I'm
stress.
keen, but
I don't want to be an
get what
asshole,
you're
but
saying.
I'm just like put this on the table because there will be something.
This motherfucker.
when there's money, business, power, whatever, you know, there's always discussions. So it's great to just get it out of there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I get it. Again, I think that looking at it as Hayes needs to pay this much of a percentage and Burger Shot needs to pay this much of a percentage. I don't think that we should be doing that. I think that it should just be like a set little amount of kickback just to slowly add to that fund as a whole. So everyone has to do a similar thing, unless it needs to get
Yeah,
downscaled for smaller businesses.
it's like business
So
owners
then
tax.
then all it is it's not.
What if you don't
well, I
have a
put in-
business when you come into Triton Capital?
Well, I'm not going to have a business that's doing it, but I'm the one that's going to be helping you guys with a lot
It
of this shit.
doesn't, bro.
I don't give a fuck about that.
It doesn't matter. It's just like, why the fuck do we pay into a gang tax, bro? Into a gang fund. It's the same concept. It's just to fucking bully and buy out the competition. You got the ability to do so, use it. The people that don't, fucking put in money directly or use your energy somehow to fucking do the same shit. So right now, like people like Reggie, just gonna be, bro. You know Reggie's gonna be holding it down for everything, right?
Oh, trust me, I know.
Like-
I know. And
like
he's
legitimately.
bringing as well all the contracts and everything like that, and that is a value you cannot put a price on. I'm not saying that. And I'm
Exactly.
not putting that out there either.
But I don't think there's anybody that's coming in without a business, though.
No, but he's not saying is what he's not saying. What he's saying is, say for example, Shano's generated 500k for Trident Capital, whereas Michael's generated 100k. Right? We buy a business for $1 million. Does Shano own more of that business? To me, it's Trident Capital owns that business as a whole. It doesn't really matter when you're using Trident Capital's funds to invest in something. It should be everyone gets
Right.
equal vote for it. It's just treated equal. It is just going to be so much fucking cleaner dealing with it that way
Yeah. Okay.
than sitting there working out who's put in what for what.
Okay, that is great. So then,
Chat,
when
my
it comes to
nephew
that,
is
then
back
Triton
home
Capital is
already.
owned by Seaside. Do we?
He's
as
home. We get to
the
see him
council
properly
into
now.
the Triton Capital have sharing Triton Capital. If the
Yes.
one day, yeah. So whatever money that Triton Capital accumulates, you will get kind of like if you're getting paid one day in the future. Is this money for Seaside as a whole, or is this money for the people who is on the board of Triton Capital?
The board.
The board. All right. So we have shares in this company. That's what you're saying then.
Yes.
All right.
Now I understand more about what KJ's wanting, and that makes more sense to me. I wasn't looking at it as
He's talking
getting
about the
kickback. I was
dividends.
just looking- yes, I was looking more at the money sits there and it's only used for investment. It doesn't get kicked back to us because you guys already get kickbacks from the businesses you own.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I'm just putting out there because when we talk about money, like let's say Triton Capital today accumulate, every month like 100k. In a year, it could accumulate like 10 million a month. You know what I mean? So we accumulate a lot of money. We put a lot of money to side to invest into other companies, but at the same time, let's say we need to like today we don't do as much work, but in the future we're like this is something you deal with like 10-hour a day, to make sure it runs smoothly. You want to have some kind of like money return
I
for
think
what you're putting into.
in the end, every board member of Trident Capital will receive money. That's that's the bottom line. Because it doesn't make sense for anything else to be happening. It's not about Seaside as a whole, whatever. Because frankly, if we're gonna include somebody into the board, they're gonna be at the very least a council member of Seaside, right? At the very least, the Shano is different because he's the owner of two outstanding businesses.
We have
Right.
shares in the company and then we have the board, it's two different things as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The board will be the only ones holding shares. The rest are just staff.
All right. What you're telling me then, if we start the board with 6 people holding shares, like, and we invite 2 other people into the board, you're telling me they're gonna have shares of the company as well.
Yeah, of course.
So then we need to let go of some of our own shares then.
Of
You
course.
see the issue?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that'll be an issue.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Hey, sharing is caring.
I think
Because
I think on that aspect,
the reason I'm saying that is that we are not going to invite somebody into the board of an investment group that cannot provide the value to the board. It's not going to be let's just add this guy for fun. No. The person is either going to put in the effort, which will equate to similar value, or come in with businesses that will then compensate for less shares. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. No, I see what you mean. But then again, like...
And at the same time, we can also create contracts and systems where we don't necessarily have to give up any shares. And we just invite a board member in and they don't make any money out of it. Just depends on what you want to do because